Welcome. So we're doing a bit of midweek magic again. This is Phantom Sealed with the Innistrad set, Shadows over Innistrad Remastered. Right, let's just start it. Right. So we'll have a look at the rares first. Dark Salvation. Black X and X. Target player creates X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Then up to one target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn for each zombie that player controls. Yeah, I'm just wondering. So the person that you're targeting needs to own zombies for them to get -1/-1s. Is that how that works? I guess we'll find out. Sorin, Grim Nemesis. Black, white, and 4. 6 loyalty. So +1 is reveal top card of your library and put that card into your hand. Each opponent loses life equal to its mana value. Oh wow. Card draw and direct damage at the same time. That seems powerful. -X. Sorin Grim Nemesis deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. So you can do basically a 5-point drain life when he comes into play on a creature or planeswalker, and you still get to keep him, which is quite good. -9 is create a number of 1/1 black vampire knight creature tokens with lifelink equal to the highest life total among all players. Okay. You can make a swarm of 1/1s with lifelink. Cool. Right, Ulrich of the Krallen Horde. Green, red, and 3. 4/4. Werewolf. Whenever this creature enters the battlefield or transforms into Ulrich of the Krallen Horde, target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. At the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast last turn, transform Ulrich of the Krallen Horde. Alright, so it's like an old version of the day-night cycle, I guess. Yes, so whenever this creature transforms into Ulrich, you may have it fight target non-werewolf creature you don't control. At the beginning of each upkeep, if a player casts 2 or more spells last turn, transform Ulrich, uncontested alpha. Okay. So when he transforms, he can become a 10/10, I guess, until end of turn. Or pump something else. Seems pretty good. Okay, Sage of Ancient Lore, green and 4, star. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. When Sage of Ancient Lore enters the battlefield, draw a card. Oh, that's nice. Beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast, blah blah blah. So yeah, it's got the, I guess, the old version of how you transform creatures into werewolves before the day-night cycle. Werewolf of Ancient Hunger, star, vigilance and trample. Power and toughness are each equal to the total number of cards in all players' hands. It could be a 14/14. Okay. Very splashable as well, just 1 green mana needed for this one. Thalia's Lancers, 2 white and 3 for a 4/4 first strike. So that's a big first striker. When Thalia's Lancers enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a legendary card, reveal it and put it in your hand, and then shuffle. It gives you card advantage as well. That seems pretty good. And Jace, Unraveler of Secrets. Blue, blue, and 3. Gets 5 loyalty for +1. He gets to scry 1 and then draw a card. -2 is return target creature to its owner's hand. -8, you get an emblem with whenever an opponent casts their first spell each turn. Counter that spell. Yeah, and it says these rares +1 more were opened in your sealed back, so we've got 1 more to look out. Wondering if there are different set symbols. So we'll check out that 7th rare first of all. Right, we have Traverse the Ulvenwald for 1 green. Sorcery. Search your library for a basic land card, reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle. Okay, so that's fine. Then Delirium if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. Instead, search your library for a creature or a land card. Reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle. Okay, cool. So it turns into a creature tutor spell if you have Delirium. Seems good. So now I guess we'll go through the different colours and see well, what's playable. So I use the BREAD acronym to sort through the cards. So B for bombs, R for removal, E for evasion. There's also A for aggro, D for dross, but I think it's simpler if you just stick to the first 3. Bombs, removal, and evasion. Okay, so that's this is a combat trick. So combat tricks I don't count as removal. I just skip these. Yeah, Thraben Inspector I've heard a lot about, so you get a clue token. Basically, yeah, this is card advantage. Quite good. We'll leave it for the moment. Okay, so that's just 3/1 for 2 mana. Feeling of Dread. Tap up to 2 target creatures. This type of card can be quite powerful. And flashback for 1 and blue. So being able to cast this twice, that does seem powerful. It's sort of pseudo removal. Takes out a couple of blockers, takes out a couple of attackers before they attack, so yeah, that does seem good. Okay, that pumps something up when it enters the battlefield. Okay, that's aura that pumps things up. And you can sacrifice a permanent to give the creature flying. Interesting. Right, Sigardian Priest. Tap target non-human creature. So this is pretty good. This is like a removal card. Okay, so we've got a lot of cheap kind of aggro creatures in white. So this is definitely something we might come back to. Okay, so this is a 2-for-1 basically. In your opponent's favour, because you've got to play the card and sacrifice a permanent, but it's a removal card. It's pretty good. Oh, this is another removal card. Cool. So this is like a pacifism. Which you can move around by sacrificing permanents. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay, 2/3 flyer for 4 mana. You can gain life if you have another spirit. So this is an evasion creature, so we like those, so we will grab that. Okay, Fiend Binders, that's not bad, so that can tap down your opponent's blockers. So this works a bit like an evasion creature. I think these are worth thinking about. Nearheath Chaplain has lifelink, 3/1 lifelink for 4. It gives you extra value, becomes 2/1/1 flyers from the graveyard. So this is a way of getting evasion creatures. I think that seems like pretty good value. Humble the Brute is another removal spell. I think that's good as well. And Thalia's Lancers 4/4 first strike is just pretty good. It's pseudo evasion. It's just very hard to deal with this card for your opponent. So I think that's worth thinking about as well. I don't know if we're going to get any legendary cards, but we might just do a search for that, actually. Actually, no, we won't. I know how long it takes to do a search, so I'll skip that for the moment. We'll go on to blue. See if there's any multicoloured things. I guess we'll get back to those later. Daring Sleuth. So when you sacrifice a clue, you transform Daring Sleuth. So he starts as a 2/1, becomes a 3/2 with prowess. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, investigates. Yeah, this seems pretty cool. So if you can give this guy evasion and transform him, you're getting lots of card advantage. I think this is worth considering. Anything that can draw you an extra card every turn. Is basically a bomb. Fogwalker. Skulk. A creature with Skulk can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Interesting. Enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. So that's sort of pseudo removal as well. They lose a blocker and an attacker. I think maybe that's quite good for a 2-drop. Okay, Jace's Scrutiny. Target creature gets -4, and you investigate, so it's a cantrip basically. That seems quite good to me. I think, yeah, I'm interested in that. Take inventory. We only have 1 copy, so it's not very good. Tattered Haunter. We managed to get 3 of these, and they've all got flying. It can block only creatures with flying. Fine by me. Yeah, all 3 of these Definitely good. Convolute, counter spell, unless it's a controller plays 4. I think that's a pretty good counter spell. Yeah, I think that. It's definitely okay, that one. We can consider that a removal spell. Okay, when this dies, you draw a card. It's quite good. It's quite playable. Forbidden Alchemy. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 1 into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Flashback for 7 mana. Not bad. Kind of, yeah, card selection. Imprisoned in the Moon. Interesting. So this is a removal card that turns something into a land. Interesting. Right, that's good. Drownyard Explorers, also, these are card advantage. Well, I think I'll like the Drownyard Explorers. They're good. Advanced Stitchwing. Blue 3. It's a 3/4 flying. And for 3 mana, discard 2 cards. You can return it from the graveyard to battlefield tapped. So that seems amazing. Yeah, we want some of that. And then Jace, yep, he's a bomb. He draws you a card every turn. So, ridiculously good. And pour over the pages. Draw 3. Untap 2 lands, then discard a card. So, you need 5 mana to cast it, but it's going to cost you 3 mana to draw 3 cards and discard. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, maybe that's worth playing. It's a pretty good card, draw card. Okay, we have black-blue land. Pretty good. Right. Okay, bump in the night. Target opponent loses 3 life, and you can flash it back for 6 mana. So, direct damage. Otherwise, it's basically Lava Axe. It's if you can put up a deck with just direct damage, then this could be pretty good. But yeah, I don't think we play that. But this is good. Deadweight, -2/-2. That's definitely removal. That's a real card. This can make a 1/1 lifelink every turn if you discard a card. I'm not bowled over by how powerful that is, to be honest. But when you've got excess land late game, you can turn them into 1/1s. Okay, that is a decent combat trick. They get lifelink as well. But I don't think we're interested. Crow of Dark Tidings has flying. When it enters the battlefield or dies, mill 2 cards. Very interesting. Liliana's Elite gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. Okay, it's a Lurgoyf, basically. It's a payoff card for self-mill. Let me check Forbidden Alchemy again. Yeah, that's right. Forbidden Alchemy actually puts lots of cards in the graveyard. That could work with Liliana's Elite. We'll keep that to the side just for the moment. Okay, it's Merciless Resolve. You have to sacrifice a creature or land. Draw 2 cards. Costs 3 mana. It's okay, but it's costs 1 extra mana than you might hope. Accursed Witch. Spells your opponent's cast that target Accursed Witch costs 1 less to cast. Okay. When Accursed Witch dies, return it to the battlefield transformed under your control, attached to target opponent. And it becomes Infectious Curse. Enchant player. Spells you cast at target enchant player cost 1 less to cast. Beginning of enchanted players upkeep, that player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Oh, right. Yeah. Because you control it, because it says spells that you cast that target enchanted player cost 1 less to cast. So yeah, it does help you. Good. It just goes from making your opponent's spells cheaper to making your spells cheaper. Right. But is this good overall? I think so. I think it's one of those sort of things that tick away at your opponent, and it also gets to be a creature until it dies. So yes, that seems very interesting and good. All right, now I'm back. Gavoni Unhallowed. Right, so this gets bigger when your creatures die. Yeah, I think that's kind of good. Ruthless Disposal. 5 mortal sorcery. As an additional cost to cast a spell, discard a card and sacrifice a creature. Ooh, that's a lot of additional costs. 2 target creatures each get -13, -13 till end of turn. So it does take out 2 creatures. But it's costing you 3 cards to do that. I think it's a good deal. So yeah, 7 mana for a 4/5 flying, but it's cheaper if you've got lots of card types in the graveyard. Okay, yeah, that's good. The Dark Salvation, where I'm not sure about the removal spell part of this. Yeah, it definitely seems like it's saying, alright, here's the deal. You can blow up one of your opponent's creatures, but you've got to give him a number of zombies equal to that player's, equal to that creature's toughness. Which doesn't seem great, but... Still, you can make loads of zombies, so I like it. It's good. We've got Sorin, which is obviously amazing. Foul Orchard, Worn Willow. 3/2 Haster for 3. That's good. And it gets some kind of evasion thing. Sure, that seems okay. Okay, so let's look at red. Borrowed hostility. Oh, one or both. But yeah, pay the escalate cost for each mode chosen beyond the first. I see. So it's 4 mana to get +3 power and first strike. So yeah, it's a combat trick. Faithless Looting, yeah, this one. Draw 2, discard 2. Pretty good, I think, if you're doing the mill strategy. Graveyard filling strategy. Let's think about that one. I see. So this does 2 damage. Two damage to a target creature. I guess that's, you know, a removal card. It's fine. Right. Another combat trick. Okay, an evasion creature has trample. You discard a card. Might be playable. Alchemist. This does direct damage. So effectively it's evasion. Right, discard a card, draw 2 cards. Yep, that might be good. Conduit of Storms, Werewolf Horror. I see it's an Eldrazi werewolf. And gives you extra mana. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Doesn't have haste though. That's, you know, you might hope it would have haste. Howpat Wolf. 3/3 for 3 with a disadvantage, but still quite good. Right, has to attack each combat. Oh, 5/3 for 4. That's basically like a juggernaut, this thing. It's got madness. If you discard this card, discard it into exile. When you do, cast it for its madness cost, or put it into your graveyard. I see. Yeah, madness. Goes, so this is a payoff for all of the discard cards. All the discard effects. I see, so that could be quite good. We've got Alchemist's Greeting. 4 damage to target creature, madness. Nice cheap madness cost for this. Yeah, that's really good. Game Trail. Yep. Ulrich. It seems good. Okay, green. So, Novel Dryad has it's a 1/1 Death Touch. That's good. It's basically a removal spell. So we want that. Traverse the Elven World. Well, it's mana fixing, isn't it? And it could look for a creature. Okay, I think aim high. This is the kind of combat trick I like. It actually gives you reach, so you can deal with those little flyers. I think this is a good one. Obsessive Skinner. Alright, it puts a +1/+1 on something. And he gets to do that every turn if you have Delirium. That could be pretty good. Excuse me. Right. I think this guy could be pretty amazing, so I'm going to include those. Travel preparations. Pumps up your creatures. You can flash it back. Pretty good. Okay, Bloodbright is a sacrifice payoff. Alright. And this just gains you lots of life. Probably not very good. Alpac Resurgence. Right, wolves and werewolves get pumped and get trample. Bit too specific, I think. I don't think I've got enough wolves and werewolves. Right, so this is an Eldrazi werewolf as well. Okay, cool. This makes creatures when it's an Eldrazi werewolf and it gets through unblocked. That does seem pretty cool. Yeah, I think I like that. It's effectively it's an invasion creature, so. Wolfenwald Mysteries. Non-token creatures dying. I mean, you investigate. When you sacrifice a clue, you get a 1/1 human soldier. That seems quite good. All of the, I mean, it's quite mana intensive, but you just never run out of cards or bodies, in theory, with this out. So I think I like that. Okay, when this deals damage to one or more creatures, investigate. Well, that seems good. If you sacrifice 3 clues this turn, you can put a creature card onto the battlefield. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I'm liking this. There seems to be a lot of support for the clue deck. Yeah, I think this is good. Sage of Ancient Law. Oh wow, why does this cost 5? well, I guess it's 5 mana, you add 4 power and 4 toughness to the board. That just seems like the weakest card we've seen so far. Oh well. And artifacts we do have artifacts. Yep, we have a 2/1 for 2. Okay, when this dies, it comes back as an equipment. Can give a human menace. +1/+1. Seems good. Excuse me again. Is this worth playing? I guess it's to equip it. It's 2. I kind of like it. It's a way of getting an evasion ability. Okay. Ooh, magnifying glass. So this is this gives you clue tokens. Basically a tome, but also it's a mana rock for 3. Yeah, I think I'd play this. This seems good. Another Scarecrow, Wildfield Scarecrow, 1/4 defender. And you can sack it to get 2 basic land cards. Yeah, that seems pretty good mana fixing. Murderer's Axe. Wow, equip, discard a card. Really? They thought this... Yeah, they were very scared how good equipment would be, I think. Yeah, never in a million years would I play that. Okay, Epitaph Golem. Well, I guess if you've got lots of madness effects, maybe it's not so bad. 3/5 for 5 mana. Put target card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. Yeah. Yep. Not that amazing. We might like Forbidden Alchemy now. Right. Let's just have a little look at our strongest colours. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of green and blue going on with Investigate. So I think that might be worthwhile. But we do have Sorin Grim Nemesis, who's a pretty good rare. We might want to play. So I think I'll call that end of part 1 and have a little think about the deck. Alright, thanks for watching so far. Alright, so I've put together a blue-white deck, splashing black for Sorin. We've only got, I think, 3 sources of black, so it's a little bit risky. That's including the Wildfield Scarecrow. So we'll see if we manage to play Sorin. I suppose I could cut up planes for another swamp. Maybe I feel a bit happier with 4 ways of getting swamps. Yeah. Give that a shot. Okay, that can get us the swamp. See how far we can get with the Tattered Haunter. He has the Fog Walker. That seems good. Start thinking about what we're going to sacrifice to Angelic Purge. I suppose I'll play the Scarecrow here. As a zombie to follow up. So there's a feeling that we're going to get swamped with zombies at this point. That's quite a good one as well. We'll get Thalia's Lances next turn. Okay, this guy is... no, that's not the one we want to sacrifice. I'm just... it's a different one that gives you little tokens. Still, it gains me some life. We're definitely in a racing situation here. And it might be able to block a zombie. But not that zombie. Okay, guess what? It's more zombies. He has a zombie deck. Makes sense. Something gets bounced, okay. Let's look at this thing. Flashback for 5. Not bad. I think we're still racing. I'm not going to try and defend here. Completely overwhelmed here, but do what we can. This gives us a 2-turn clock in the air. I am going to play this guy again. He's got a... well, he should bounce something in the... that's flying, I suppose. Yeah, that's going to bounce my blocker, and then maybe he's got lethal. Let's see. Sure. Oh, we actually hit a swamp. That's nice. Right. So. We can't block with the flyers anyway. These 2 flyers. I can block with this guy. I think we just have to attack with these because what's the most we can do? Not a lot. We can put the Lancers out. We can play Scarecrow and purge something and sacrifice a land to do that. So, yeah, I don't think we can possibly win this now. But yeah, turn 3, Diagraph Colossus, followed up with zombies every turn. Well, for a couple of turns, next couple of turns, is pretty difficult to deal with. It turns out, especially when you can bounce your creatures as well. So I think we'll do our best to defend here. this is the thing that gets pumped up. I think I'll knock that out. Lose an island. I'm probably still dead. So in hindsight, I think what you're supposed to do, you've got to use that removal spell and sacrifice a land to kill his Dargraph Colossus early on. Block there. We'll block here. Looks like we take 5 damage. Oh well. I think we had a pretty good draw there. We had a lot of the early flyers in a slower game. My opponent had a slower start. We could have been winning that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Start with the Inspector. Heard a lot about this card. First time I've ever played it. Thing in the Ice. Oh, that doesn't sound good. So it becomes a 7/8. Bounces everything back to the hand. You need to cast 4 instants and sorceries to wake it up. What does this do? Can't attack, block, or transform. Okay. So I think we're going to do that on it next turn. I think I'll play 3/1. Attacking here. I can see he gets a little devil. Well, that's nice. Will he cast 3 spells next turn? Probably not. I think I'll go for my 2/1 flyer now. Oh, when it dies, deals 1 damage to any target. That's a shame. So I block it and then he snipes a 2/1. So that's quite a good value removal spell if you can find some 1 toughness creatures. Well, interestingly, we could let him transform this and then bind it with Moonsilver. And he'll lose the devil token. Let's see. Yeah, I'll play another one. Put the pressure up. Okay, spell. Makes a copy of the devil. Alright. So he wants to sacrifice both of these and blow up both my flyers, I guess. And that's 7 to flashback. Okay. 3 damage. Alright. Spectre is out of here. Drag under. Thing in the ice transforms. Non-horror creatures. Okay. Fair enough. Loses his devils. Oh, that, of course, yeah. Doesn't have summoning sickness. A little oversight on my part. But I'm going to draw a card off my thingy. Good. Right, so do that and get flies out again. He gets to copy it, unfortunately. When he gets to 7 mana, we'll need our counter spell ready. If he plays a 6th land this turn, he's played a 6th land. So we've got to be a little bit careful here. And we just want to play a 2 mana creature. Galvanic Bombardment. Yep, that works. That resolves. I think I like the Scarecrow here. Oh, that is instant speed, by the way, so I can't even activate that end of turn. He can... Well, we'll see. If he has 7 mana, he'll be able to do that in response. Okay, nice. What's he got? Okay, another burn spell. Oh, he's going to make a big army of zombies as well. So that's another thing I probably want to counterspell. I want to, yeah, definitely want to activate this. Get my swamp. So what are we looking at here for instants and sorceries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's an army of 7 zombies he's going to get, which is going to be 14 damage a turn. So that's just enough to kill me, basically. I've got 7 mana. Okay, let's swing. Oh wait, no. No, I don't think there's much point. Okay, no, he's going to do that. I was just thinking I've got to play this, but he can obviously kill the spirit in response, so I can't really get around that. The Galvanic Bombardment. able to take it on the chin. So he's still on 6 mana. There's 7 mana. Okay. Trouble is, he's going to make the zombie army next turn. And I think that's the thing I've got to convolute. Because I can probably deal with one creature with a Sigardian Priest. I can deal with one attack from this. I can take 7 damage. I can't take 14 damage from this army of zombies. So yeah, that resolves. Okay, so we'll keep swinging in. This is that's a non-human creature, so hopefully that'll be able to start tapping him down next turn with any luck. And then we've got 5-6 mana left, so enough for a fox. No blocks. I can take 7. Rise from the Tides. Yeah, make 7 zombies. That gets convoluted. Oh, tap up to 2 creatures at instant speed. That could be very handy. This costs 1 mana to use. Okay. Interesting, right? That gets reduced. Right, play Thalia's Lancers. Just make sure I'm not messing up. Okay, good. Yeah, I think we can search for Sorin, can't we? That's a good point. Well, got there in the end. I think we counted the right spell. I think I better have a little break there. And I'm back. Right. Let's see what card we got. Oh, gems, alright. That'll do. Right. This time we get Sorin in the opening hand, which isn't ideal. Some people would mulligan on that basis, but I've got both my main colours, so can't complain. Anyway, we actually top deck a swamp, which is absolutely amazing. I see. Right, sort of a value creature. Priest or well, the Sleuth's a bit more aggressive. Let's go for the Sleuth. Right, here's a nice defender there. Fair enough. Yeah, so this is a good card. You get to scry every turn as well. I think we'll play our Priest. That is actually a human rogue. Now look at it. So I cannot tap it down. Right. That's the growing creature, and it's a zombie, so that is something I can tap down. I don't think I have any. Alright, I was thinking that was the one that cares about spirits, but no, it's 3/2 thingy. This guy investigates. I think we like that. Nice big chunky blocker. No attacks. This wall just might win him the game just by scrying. Okay, the wall is sacrificed. Bad things happen to me, I think. 8 mana. I see emerge, so you can sacrifice a creature. And a bit confused. Apparently, paying the emerge cost reduced by that creature's mana value. Oh, that makes sense. I didn't know how emerge worked. Right. Okay. Alright. So, we got a couple of problems here. I guess this will keep growing and growing and growing. Maybe it's scarier than the abundant more. So I think we'll find that one. We'll go to next. No attacks and turn. We'll tap this one down. But she's doing something in response. Oh, okay, nice. He has a token of that. He doesn't cast it, so I don't think he gets a. Doesn't get the end of the board trigger, which is something. All these spells are quite nice and cheap as well. Yeah, that's the. So this is a. I think this is a rare card, isn't it? I've just run into it twice in 2 games. Right, I guess we're gonna tap down one of these again, and are we gonna try and trade off somehow? Or maybe just take some damage. Well, let's see. We can get a 2/1 flyer out. And tap that down. I could double block and lose both of these guys, I suppose. Okay. What's that? Arms of the Vein. Okay. Sure. Not sure I can afford to take 6 damage. He's kind of demonstrated. Hi, I've got direct damage in my deck. Okay, so I think we'll just have to do this. We had these marvelous plans with Daring Sleuth to transforming it, but and they're hitting, getting to investigate. But his deck has just put out a ridiculous amount of power and toughness. Really, we can't really handle. Oh, did I kill the wrong one? I killed the. Yeah, I should have tapped down the token version because Jace can bounce things. That's very bad. Never mind. Let's play a Fiend Binder. Let's start attacking this. I haven't quite finished reading this new card he's played. It seems a bit complicated. 3 or more instances of sorceries, you can transform it into a 3/4 that gets prowess. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous as well. Oh well. So do that, and yeah, we've got to remember to tap that down. So I'm going to tap that down now. He's going to make his token copy, and they're going to remember we have a Jace all of a sudden, and play the Jace and bounce out, which is pretty cool. He loses a sorcery from his graveyard, which is actually quite helpful.
I think I know what to do.
Start smacking him. Do we want to leave a blocker back for this? No. I'm pretty lucky, really. I got 2 planeswalkers in my deck. Well, another one of them. Okie doke. And he's conceded out. He didn't even get to see my Sorin. quests have completed. Well, that's nice. Cemetery Protector. Okay, I'm back again. Right. Let's go for this cosmetic. Nice. Turn 1 Thraben Inspector. Then not much. I got a turn 3 removal card that ramps my opponent. Okay, he has a turn 1 as well. It's got haste. Very nice. It pumps pretty cheaply, so it's 3-2 for a couple of mana. So definitely very fast start from my opponent. This is where my start starts to look a bit suspect. We managed to draw another 4-drop creature. Yeah. Oh well. Wondering, is that worth removing? It's going to do me a lot of damage before I can deal with it, I think. Well, turn 4 I'm going to get a blocker for it that can trade off. Okay, he's 3 colours. What's that? I see, he's going to pump both of his creatures, so he's going to do me 6 damage. Fair enough. I'm going to draw a card. Okay, that's the 4th land I'm going to need. That's good. Choked Estuary. No island in hand, so that's a tap land at the moment. Right, we'll just try and slow the bleeding down and imprison this guy in the moon. Just because I just don't have any other options. Otherwise that mana's going to go to waste this turn. They might play a huge 5-drop and I'll feel bad, but just have to take it on the chin. Right, so I've got to play a spirit first for this guy. Human Cleric. Has he just done Borrowed Grace again? Just to get through with that creature. Okay. Aha, we have an island, which means this can be untapped when we play it. Right, I believe that is how it works. Let's try it. Reveal. Reveal the island, yes. Very good. I'll go for the 3-1 lifelink, I think, here. So when you discard cards, this gets bigger. Well, you can choose to discard a card to make it bigger. Block like that. By the island. Now. Have a little look at what we've got available. I think I like this one. Going in. 3/1 lifelink, see if he wants to trade off. Oh yeah, Thalia's Lancers, of course, can find me a legendary card. So they can find Sorin, and I can play Sorin next turn. Probably the best move. Was thinking of just making spirits with this. But yeah, that's got to be the best move, I think. Right. Well, I don't think you can counterspell this.
The ringing of my sword is your death knell.
Alright, just let me think about, yeah, you can bounce him back to his hand. I think I just like drawing cards. I'm going to do some card draw.
Cunning rewards the strong.
Can just bring that back. Yeah. Cool. Nice throbbing bird. Right, I'm happy with that. 3 wins. Have a quick look at the deck. So I managed to use both of the planeswalkers I got, which was quite lucky to get Jace and Sorin. I sort of realised Jace can bounce things in the previous game. So I bounced the token creature, of course. Yeah, so that was quite good. Didn't get to use Sorin very much, but yeah, you play this guy and people just concede. I think it's a bit ridiculous. We had some good early game. We had 3 Tattered Haunters for a bit of early game evasion pressure. We had a few things that gave us clues. The Sigardian Priest was pretty good at tapping things down. I saw quite a lot of action. I think in the first game, we had Angelic Purge to take out his rare zombie that made more zombies whenever he played a zombie card. We could have done that if we were very bold and were happy to sacrifice a creature or a land, but I didn't do that, and I regretted it. I think he got a couple of zombies out of that guy. It might have made a difference, but he had a good rollout of creatures, so I'm not sure if I sacrifice a land, if I can keep up with him in that situation. The removal did quite well for me here. Bound by Moonsilver and Imprisoned in the Moon as well, and I had a nice Convolute on a spell that would have given my opponent 7 zombies. Yeah, that was satisfying. Yeah, worked out quite nicely. Thalia's Lancer's definitely very powerful when you can dig through the deck for Sorin or Jace. Yeah, that's definitely enjoyable little deck. Anyway, I think that is a video. So thanks for watching.